Welcome back to the pregame show here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. It is time for the Broadcasters Roundtable. Dave Peck joined to my left, as always, by R.M. Layton, our field reporter, and to my right, by the voice of the Danbury Westerners, Jack O'Mara. R.M., we'll start with you. It's been a season of streaks so far for the Gulls. What do you account that to?
Well, the Gulls just bounced back after a 3-game losing streak to win 2 straight after that. I think a lot of it has to do with getting comfortable, getting acclimated. It's a tough league. The NECBL's got teams that can beat you down any given night, and we know the Gulls are a talented roster, but it's settling in and starting to figure out how things work, and I think this could be a little bit of a momentous streak now going in a win column.
So what did you see from Logan Harvey? He had 5 RBI, previously was struggling a little bit at the plate. How was he able to get going?
It's funny, when he wasn't making contact, he was striking out, but then when he was making contact, he was striking the ball all over the field. He seems pretty locked in, but when he's hitting it, he's making the most of it, and he seems very comfortable so far.
All right, Jack, we'll toss it over to you. Danbury, 7-4, currently atop the Southern Division standings. What's been the key to success so far?
Well, the key to success has been the balance of the team. When the pitchers aren't performing well, the offense picks up everyone's effort. And on the other side of things, when the offense isn't there, the bats aren't awake, the pitchers are doing a great job. We've had a couple of games of the past week or so where our starting pitching has gone 6-7 innings, and 2 of those 4 starts have given us shutout performances. The other 2 combined 3 runs. So it's been a really, really great performance from our pitching staff. Our bullpen's been rock solid. You look at guys like Brian Rodriguez, Peter Horn coming out of the pen and shutting things down. And as for the bats, they've woken back up. We had a struggle period in between a couple of the games last week, but have picked it back up and scored 5 against Plymouth and then 5 total in the doubleheader against New Bedford on Saturday.
It was a doubleheader that you split, won the first game 3-2, lost the second game 4-2. What has to happen if they get into that situation again to get to in one day?
Well, the big thing there was the errors and the sloppiness on the base pass as well as the sloppiness in the field. Both of those need to be corrected. A couple of rundowns that they got caught up in on Saturday in the first game, and then in the second game, they really lost the game because of one big error thrown into the outfield, and that was the difference maker in that ball game. That ball's cleanly played, thrown to first base. That ball game's over. Danbury sweeps the doubleheader, but the errors plague them big time.
All right, it's game 1 between the Gulls and the Westerners. For the voice of the Danbury Westerners, Jack O'Mara and R.M. Layton, I'm Dave Peck. Don't go anywhere. The Newport Gulls pregame show continues next, right here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.